in this video, I'll show what I feed my finches and budgies, and how I exercise them to keep them healthy. So my budgie Charlie, he has a pellet diet. He used to be on a seed diet. I also give him chop with that one was lettuce, and I sprinkle seeds on it. I have a bath in his cage because sometimes he likes to take baths, and a water bowl underneath. And my finches, they have a seed diet mainly. I put millet every week because you should give them millet every week unless you're training them. I give them kettle bone, fresh water, even though Coco, my male finch, likes to bathe in the water, so I clean it every day. And people recommend 3 hours of exercise. I also have Cutterbone in my Charlie's cage, but he doesn't really like it. So I recommend 3 hours of exercise a day. And you should also not just keep the cage door open. Maybe at first you could do that, but you should also play with them, like interact with them. And try to teach them tricks or something instead of just opening the cage door for the whole time and not doing anything else. And exercise inside the cage is really important because if you're at work or at school, they still need to exercise, they still need to be entertained. So you should put maybe 3 or 4 toys in your bird's cage, any breed. And also for their feet, like feet exercise, you shouldn't put only dowel perches. You should put some natural wood perches like my perch out front. 1 or 2 dowel perches are okay, but if they stay in that position for too long, they can get bumblefoot and arthritis, and it's really painful for them. So natural wood perches has lots of different curves, bumps to give their feet exercise. You should also put a ladder in their cage to encourage climbing and using most of their space. So back to diet. You can see I use the millet to train Charlie. And first introducing him, but I got him 2 weeks ago. But you shouldn't even if you take it out of the cage, you're near them, unless you just got them, you shouldn't put it right in front of them. You should put it in your hands so they can run to it. Or even in their cage, you could stick the millet through the bars on the opposite side they are, and then they can run to it. My bird likes doing that. Like I put it in the bottom of the cage and then on top. He runs a lot. And you can try flight training. First you have to teach it to step up. Then you go more far away from your bird, and it can fly to you. I tell my bird to flight train, and sometimes even without millet, he flies to me, but then goes back to his cage. My finches, I don't let them out so much. Well, I never let them out except they've escaped a few times because they're hard to catch because they're tiny. But Charlie, I just put millet back in his cage, Or I get him on my hand and put him back in his cage. So I give him that millet. He flies around a lot. Sometimes he just likes to go around the house or just to Finche's cage. And both my birds, their diet, they're still healthy. The finches fly a lot in their cage since their wingspan is small. And they like the toys, the different